Hi, Dr. Joe Messenger here. Welcome to Messenger TV. Make sure you click the subscribe button and leave your comments in the space below. Dark Night of the Soul is one of Spain's best beloved poems by 16th century St. John of the Cross, and it narrates the mystical journey of the soul uniting with God. And the first part of the poem talks about how the senses are purified as the soul leaves the body in search of union with the Creator. And the second part talks about the 10 steps that a soul needs to take to ascend the ladder of love. And this is especially relevant right now, given many people, countries, and the whole planet are individually and collectively experiencing extreme challenges. Modern perception of the dark night of the soul refers to the condition of despair a person feels when they feel abandoned by God, the empty unnervingness of their prayers going unanswered, when they feel they need help the most. And there's been a tendency for humans to live ego-centrically instead of soul-centrically. And recent world events are shaking up this ego-centric paradigm and giving us the opportunity, individually and collectively, to rethink how we live. Individuals have previously had the opportunity to search their souls when triggered by intense grief from loss of loved ones, loss from divorce, finances, disease, injury, when plunged into the experience of, godless emptiness. And I don't mean this in a religious way. I mean it in a practical and fundamental, why am I alive? What's the point of living? Why do bad things happen to good people way? Now, the world is en masse being offered the opportunity or confronted with what is the meaning of life, the need to search their souls and to reevaluate what is truly important instead of striving for more wealth, more land, more oil, more money, power, women, toys, cars, shoes, likes, friends, lipstick, drinks, hits, ciggies, snacks, sex, or whatever. When the whole planet is sequentially plunged into the experience of having no solid ground to stand on, there's an opportunity to rebirth how we can live respectfully and unitedly with a community and greater good focus instead of a me focus or a more focus. When individuals have been thrown into the abyss of the dark night of the soul, it's often been accompanied by a feeling of betrayal, that they were tricked, let down, or somehow thrown under the bus by someone or something, or some event. However, when the whole planet is in the abyss of the dark night of the soul, it's easier for us to see the bigger picture. It's easier to see where we've run amok with the desire for more and more wealth, beauty, power, cars, land, women, shoes, homes, dinners, greed, gluttony, sloth, pride, envy, anger, or whatever else. When the whole planet is simultaneously facing the dark night of the soul, we can see that if you try and run from it, it's still there. If you try and cover it up, it's still there. Catholic priests, Hollywood casting couch moguls, and wage cheats have all shown us that covering it up doesn't work in the long term. And it's the same for what we personally try to hide. And we can see that if you try and stuff things down and not deal with it, it's still there. If you try and put on a bright, smiley, chirpy, happy face and soldier on, or try and pretend it away, it's still there. The modern escalation of lifestyle diseases, including cancer and diabetes, offered the opportunity for us to purify our diets, our thoughts, and our beliefs. And some listened and fine-tuned accordingly, and others didn't. And here's the thing, if you disobey the laws of nature, you'll create circumstances that show you the need to get back on track or suffer the consequences. Diseases and addiction aren't from bad luck. They're from the accumulation of previous choices. And sooner or later, we individually and now globally, with the COVID-19 and recent bushfire experiences, are being given the opportunity to realign with natural laws, to realign with nature's cycles, and not take more than we need, and to look out for everybody instead of ourselves and our immediate family or our own country, our own race, our own religious group or gender. You know, we're now forced to think as a global community, not country versus country or gender versus gender or religion and belief versus religion and belief or political party versus political party. We're now forced to think of everyone's welfare, and some of us are fortunate to live in countries where we can witness other countries resetting their compass and values ahead of us, showing us the way. The thing is, will we listen? You know, there's personal choices to be made. Will we align with the greater good or not? It's a bit like when individuals could previously witness disease in others and choose pure nutrition, exercise, meditation and positivity for themselves or not. You know, many people have seen diseases, poverty, oppression in others and still chosen junk food, sedentary lifestyle, complaining, blaming, greed, oppression, self-righteousness, etc. So it's up to us how long the dark night of the soul lasts. It's up to us to get it and make the changes ourselves. And it's our personal responsibility to ourselves to do it. The dark night of the soul is an unexpected collapse of our identity in relation to external labels, such as job, gender, race, religion, wealth, or ability, that plunges us into deep, frightening darkness and an inner spiritual crisis. And now we're all plunged into facing our fears at the same time, whether it's the threat of losing jobs, losing finances, losing health, home, status, or life, or the life of a loved one. We have to resolve our individual fears in order to change up to world paradigms that benefit everyone, instead of benefiting some and not others. The dark night of the soul is often accompanied by feeling like you don't belong, that you're free-falling, that you can't focus or make simple decisions, or don't know what will make you happy anymore. And when the things that previously made you feel safe, important, happy, accepted, and loved have fallen away, you have to face and resolve your inner darkness and unresolved issues. So what to do about it? How can you survive your dark night of the soul? The good news is you've already witnessed others doing it, especially those who've had to recover from serious disease or suffered a great loss. Now it's all of our turns to resolve our dark nights together. And the first step is purification of your outer world. You know, sort out your diet. Eat local, fresh, seasonal food. You know, no more frozen berries from China or cherries from California in the middle of winter. You know, eat local and fresh and seasonal. Exercise, breathe, sleep, meditate. Do productive work aligned with your interests and abilities. Declutter your home, declutter your car, declutter your handbag, declutter your inbox. And the second step is purification of your inner world. You know, elevate your thoughts, speak kind words, maintain positive intentions, put an end to your grudges, forgive those who've hurt you, apologize to those that you have hurt, and think in terms of we, not me. So what do you need to change in your outer world? What do you need to change in your inner world? Instead of doing virtuous acts for the happy feelings they engender in you, do them for the greater good because it's the right thing to do, even if there's no immediate reward. think, say, and do things out of the purity of intent rather than a surreptitious interest in self-satisfaction. We have the opportunity right now to transform who we are individually and globally as a respectful, inclusive, and caring human race. Let's not mess this up this time. Let's get it right this time.